First game back from Gold Cup duty. First, just Gold Cup. What did it feel like to represent your country there, and then how did it feel to get back here?
Um, it's always an honor, like I said, to represent the country. Always love playing for Canada. Love the people over there, and to be able to play soccer at an international level like this is always it's always something I will always be proud of. And unfortunately, we didn't get the result we wanted. Congrats to Mexico for winning the Gold Cup. But great experience, and it's always fun, And happy to be back out here, with the guys. I miss being here. Kansas City's my home now, and honestly, I feel like I really belong in the group. I love the chemistry that I built with every single guy in the team. So happy to be back, and happy that we got the win, especially on the 4th of July. An important win for us because it's been a moment apparently that we didn't win in Colorado. So it's good to be back and ready for more.
What for you guys? I mean, you guys sustained a lot of pressure, but were able to kind of ride it out, except for that last-minute penalty kick. How did that happen? Where did that come from with you guys, and just how did you guys manage those moments?
I feel like we're a team lately. We showed a lot of resilience. Like we don't give up. Like Kerry said a couple times in interviews as well. Like we do not give up. And we want to play for each other. We want to fight for each other because we feel like we're a bunch of brothers. And I think you can feel it in our group. Like we have a big chemistry. And again, everybody want to fight for each other, and we want to get the win together. We're a big family, and I think everybody's really committed to do everything for the team. So I think this is where it comes from.
So it was a little unfortunate time when you were starting to kind of cement yourself in the starting 11, then you had to go away on international duty and come right back to, kind of try and pick back up where you left off.
I was happy to play a lot, before leaving, but I said that I remember like everybody like there's a lot of depth I think in our squad, and I think everybody can really just jump in and do the job. We have a lot of good midfielders as well. Even when I play as a left back, I think we have good 2 left backs as well, Tim and Logan, really good players. So. Of course, I wanted to be here to help the team. I was happy to be with Canada, because it's a great opportunity. But I was never really worried. I knew the guys had it in them. And like I said, I think everybody's really committed. And no matter how we're going to play on the weekend, I think we can actually do something because we have a lot of good players in our team.
I think at this point you guys have already picked up more points on the road this season than you did all of last. Is there any one thing that you can kind of point to that's been the biggest difference in making that happen?
I would say we're way more mature, I think we're a way more mature team, and I think like everybody's really, when I say like we really understand the concept of defending together, to be compact together, and to be resilient until the very last whistle of the game. I think before we used to actually not give up, but showed some type of inconsistency, by maybe like the 89th minute, the 92nd minute. So a lot of times we should have got the win like in the previous seasons. But because of dumb mistakes that we commit at the very last minute of the games, it could actually cost the game and probably even like the playoff at the end of the year. But this year I feel like, there's a lot of more maturity in the team. And you can feel that. Because there is a lot of games sometimes, we didn't really dominate, but because we show a lot of maturity, we're able to pull the win.
You guys, it feels like in a lot of these games have kind of adapted to the way that the game is going, against Colorado. You guys knew you had to kind of sit back and defend a little more. Charlotte, you guys threw a lot going forward. I mean, I know you weren't here for that one, but you guys threw a lot going forward and were able to score late goals. You've even been adaptable playing in the midfield and shifting to left back. I mean, what does that say about this team, the adaptability?
I mean, it shows that, we can actually fight through whatever circumstances we're going to be into, all of the games, were different, but all of them we showed in some different ways that we're able to do something, Again, I'm going to use the word resilience because I think this is what we have a lot in our team. But you mentioned the Charlotte game. I remember watching on my iPad when I was away. For me, that was just crazy, because it's not that I didn't believe anymore, but like I almost thought the game was over. And to be completely honest, I even turned it off like at the end. And then I remember my team manager over there said, "Yo, you guys won 2-1." So I went back and I said, "Wow, that was crazy," you know. So I was really happy about the Colorado game. You know, we didn't have the ball a lot. You know, we were not really dangerous the whole game. But again, you know, defensively we're pretty solid. The New England game, for example, again we're down 2-0 to come back 3-2. There's a lot of things that we're able to do, you know, and I think it's again because we're a team that we're just gonna fight for each other, you know, and I think that's the most important. I think the mentality is just great in the team.